Hey boys and girls, it's Miss Nick from first grade, and I'm going to read you one of my favorite books. It is called Mean Jean, the Recess Queen. It is by Alexis O'Neill, and the pictures are by Laura Huliska-Beith. It's a tough name. Okay, and I want to show you something a little sad for me though. The page that has their names on it got torn out by somebody, and I don't know who would do that to my book. So this is just a reminder how we have to take really good care of our books when we borrow them out of the library, whether it's the class library or the school library. So here we go. In this book, I want you to listen for a couple things. I want you to look at their faces and see the emotions on their faces that the illustrator drew. I want you to look for curved lines around characters and objects to show that they're in motion. And I want you to think about the nonsense words you hear to make it more interesting. And one other thing, if you've started our science lessons for the week coming up, I want you to think about pushing and pulling, and we're going to talk about that in a second. Mean Jean was recess queen, and nobody said any different. Nobody swung until Mean Jean swung. Nobody kicked until Mean Jean kicked. Nobody bounced until Mean Jean bounced. There's some of those motion lines right there. And here's some more. If kids ever crossed her, she'd push 'em and smush 'em, lollapalush 'em, hammer 'em, slammer 'em, kids and kajammer 'em. Say what Mean Jean growled, say who Mean Jean howled, say you. Just who do you think you're talking to? Mean Jean always got her way. Until one day, oh, I wonder what's gonna happen. A new kid came to school. Katie Sue, a teeny kid, a tiny kid, a kid you might scare with a jump and a boo. Look at her face. I wonder how she's feeling being the new kid. Look at Jean's face. Oof. Oh, that's a happy face. But when the recess bell went ringety-ring, this kid ran zingety-zing for the playground gate. Katie Sue swung before Mean Jean swung. Katie Sue kicked before Mean Jean kicked. Katie Sue bounced before Mean Jean bounced. The kid you might scare with a jump and a boo was too new to know about Mean Jean, the recess queen. Check out these big, bold words. They let you know to read them a little louder. Well, Mean Jean bullied through the playground crowd. Like always, she pushed kids and smushed kids, lollapalooshed kids, hammered them, slammered them, kids and kajammered them as she charged after that Katie Sue. You can see she's running after her with the lines. Oh, look at those faces. Say what she growled, say who she howled, say you, she snorted and grabbed Katie Sue by the collar. Nobody swings until Queen Jean swings. Nobody kicks until Queen Jean kicks. Nobody bounces until Queen Jean bounces. And she figured that would set the record straight. Do you guys think it will? She figured wrong. Katie Sue talked back, just as sassy as could be. She said, "How did you get so bossy?" Then that puny thing, that loony thing, grabbed the ball and bounced away. Oh, Katie Sue was one quick kid. She bolted quick as lightning. Bouncity, bouncity, bounce. Kickity, kickity, kick. Swingity, swingity, swing. Look at that. Mean Jean thundered close behind. Bouncity, kickity, swingity. The recess queen was not amused. She raced and chased, and in your face that Katie Sue. No one spoke, no one moved, no one breathed. Then, from her pack, pulled Katie Sue a jump rope clean and bright. "Hey, Jeannie Beanie," sang Katie Sue, "let's try this jump rope out. Here's one thing true. Until that day, no one dared ask Mean Jean to play. But that Katie Sue just hopped and jumped and skipped away. I like ice cream, I like tea. I want Jean to jump with me." Jean just gaped and stared as if too scared to move at all. So Katie Sue sang once more, "I like popcorn, I like tea, I want Jean to jump with me." Then from the side, a kid called out, "Go, Jean, go!" And too surprised to even shout, Jean jumped in with Katie Sue. "I like cookies, I like tea, I want you to jump with me." The rope whizzed and slapped, faster, faster. The rope spun and flapped, faster, faster. till it caught in a tangled disaster. But they just giggled and jumped again. Look at those happy faces. Well, now when recess rolls around, that playground's one great place. At the school bells ringety-ring, those two girls race zingety-zing out the classroom door. Jean doesn't push kids and smush kids, lulla-paloosh kids, hammer 'em, slammer 'em, kids and kajammer 'em, 'cause she's having too much fun rompity-romping with her friends. All right, so I want you to think about, in the story, you could see Jean climbing up the slide, and we're going to flip back quickly to that page. Let's see. When she climbs, is she pulling herself up or pushing herself up? What do you guys think? I remember when I go up the slide, I have to pull. So I'm betting that's a pull. And when somebody threw that paper airplane, did they push it towards themselves, or push it towards somebody else, or pull it towards themselves? What do you guys think? I think they pushed it too. Same when you kick a ball, or when this little girl grabs a hold of her glasses, she'll pull them towards her. So there's a lot of cool things in this book. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to hear it again, you can just look up my name, Bernadette Nicopoulos, on YouTube, or click the link again. So if you do, Anthony Pecora, this is for you. Click like and subscribe. All right, guys, have a great night.